Hello everyone, this is Karanveer Singh, and today we are going to talk about React Native. I'm sure all of you or most of you must have heard about it. So what is it basically? It's a framework for developing mobile applications in JavaScript. So it uses JavaScript programming language, and if you know JavaScript, you can easily start with React Native. Although some would say that you also need React.js, but that again is built on top of JavaScript. So if you know programming, basically you know the algorithms, you know how to apply logic to create a function, you can basically start with React Native. Even if you are not in the web application and you are in like native mobile application development like iOS with Swift or Objective-C and Android with Java or Kotlin, you too can start learning React Native, because I learned React Native this year, and I was basically a native application developer. So I found it really easy, even though I hadn't worked with JS before. So where to start? I would suggest a teacher named Mosh Hamedani. You can check his courses here, and I think he's a brilliant tutor, and you can surely check his React Native course on his website, and they are paid courses, of course. But if you don't want paid course, you can first check his 2-hour course on YouTube, which is free, obviously. So if you like that, you can learn more from his website, and I'm sure you can find a lot of other free tutorials on YouTube. There's Free Code Camp, and there are many. You can find them easily. Now the next question is its pros and cons. Well, to be honest, it rarely has any cons. I mean, obviously, when we talk about hybrid application development, like in React Native or PWA, that is Progressive Web Apps, or Flutter, there are going to be some cons, like its performance won't match that of a native application. But to be honest, things are changing. Okay, React Native has improved a lot. It's managed by Facebook, and we all know that Facebook is very serious about softwares, and not privacy, but yeah, softwares. So it has a huge community. Okay, you want a third-party library, you want some specific functionality, you can easily find that on GitHub. The Stack Overflow is full of React Native application developers. You won't face any difficulty in learning React Native application development. So there are two things basically in React Native. There's Expo, and then there's React Native Bear. So when we talk about pros and cons, we need to understand that we need to first decide which one we are talking about, Expo or Bear. Bear is better, obviously. Expo is again a third-party framework built on the top of React Native, which basically does a lot of things for you. Okay, you don't need to undergo all the procedure of uploading the app through Play Store or App Store Connect. I mean, obviously you will need to do some things, but not all of them. It helps you publish your apps easily. And then there's other stuff. There are various libraries inbuilt in Expo that you can use. There is Expo Secure Storage, there is Expo Camera, but again, you can find the alternatives in React Native Bear. I started with Expo, okay, because Mosh teaches in Expo, and basically why people start with Expo is that they are mainly from the web application background, so they have done JS. So maybe people, they hesitate to directly start learning in React Native Bear. But believe me, Bear is not difficult. There are some things, slight things, that you will need to be sure of, okay, but there are tutorials about them too. Okay, it's not that difficult. So if we talk about pros now, okay, because I started with cons because it has very less cons. It has basically all the pros. Pros are, you can build application for both iOS and Android with a single code. Okay, you don't need different codes for iOS and Android, just a single code base. And then there is something called hard refresh in React Native. Basically what that means is that whenever you make a slight change and press Command S on like whatever your code editor is, like Visual Code, then that change will automatically appear in the simulator. Okay, that's what hard refresh is. So you don't have to manage two different code bases. And then there is hard refresh. You don't have to build and run the application again. And then it doesn't the app size isn't that big. Some people say that the third party applications, they are very bigger in sizes, but with React Native Bear that's not the case. With Expo that is the case, but not with React Native Bear. Okay, so basically what it does is that all the functionality, all the functions that React Native has are basically all those JavaScript functions that you will define in the application. But the other elements like view or buttons, they are converted to the native elements of iOS and Android respectively. Okay, so that's what basically React Native is. And yes, it's managed by Facebook, so it obviously has a lot of job opportunities. Okay, it brings a lot of job opportunities. There are a lot of freelancing projects available on Upwork and freelancing.com and Fiverr. And well, yeah, there you go. I think it's great. I think you should start learning. And there are other alternatives. There are alternatives to React Native. There is Flutter. There is PWA. But right now I suggest, since React Native is managed by Facebook, I think it's the best choice right now. And we will talk about others in another video. Thanks for watching. Please click like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.